Tonight's headlines: Duterte thanks Gulf states for response assistance. MRT-7 partially operational by fourth quarter of 2022. COVID-19 cases in the country at 2,837,016. No reason to increase alert level system yet, says DOH. Signal number 4 up over 8 areas. And BSP keeps key rates unchanged. Good evening. Today is Thursday, December 16, 2021. I'm Miguel Paulo Tagonon and this is Tribune News on Cue. Here are the stories for this evening. President Rodrigo Duterte has thanked the Gulf states for their assistance to the Philippines' COVID-19 response and expressed optimism for future labor reform initiatives. Duterte made the statement during the joint courtesy call of ambassadors of Oman, Qatar, Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, and the United Arab Emirates in Malacanang. The Office of the President said in the statement that Duterte thanked the GCC governments for their assistance to the Philippines' pandemic response efforts, and in repatriation of the Filipino nationals affected by the COVID-19 crisis. It added that the Philippines looks forward to working closely with GCC partners as they implement their respective labor reform initiatives, as Duterte cited the successful implementation of the GCC countries' strategic framework aimed at economic diversification. President Rodrigo Duterte said Thursday that the 68.2 billion peso Metro Rail Transit Line 7 or MRT-7 will be partially operational by the fourth quarter of 2022. Duterte, whose term ends on June 30, 2022, made the promise during the unveiling of the new MRT-7 train sets at a program held along Commonwealth Avenue in Diliman, Quezon City. MRT-7 is a 24.7-kilometer railway with 14 stations that will connect San Jose del Monte City, Bulacan with North Avenue in Quezon City in just 35 minutes. It is expected to serve around 300,000 passengers in its first year of operations and up to 850,000 passengers daily by its 12th year. The MRT-7's progress rate is at 62%. The Department of Health reported 289 confirmed COVID-19 cases on Thursday to bring the total number of infected in the country to 2,837,016. This brought the active cases to 10,095, and of the total, 3,870 are mild, 549 are symptomatic, 1,845 are severe, and 389 are in critical condition. The number of recoveries, on the other hand, rose to 2,776,425 after 380 patients recovered from the deadly disease. The death toll is now at 50,496, with 47 fatalities recorded. The data also showed that 22% of 3,500 intensive care unit beds for COVID-19 patients nationwide are in use. Tribune News on Cue will be back after these reminders.
Boto mo to, Halalan 2022, the Daily Tribune special coverage.
Chris masaya, pagsama-sama.
Bong, yung naumpisahan ko, tapusin mo. Mga bagong highway, tulay, tren, dapat ma-enjoy na kaagad ng mga tao yan. Kailangan lahat bakunado at laging may ayuda pag kailangan. Huwag dapat makabalik ang mga drug lords para ligtas ang pamilya. Yung ginawa mong malasakit centers, maganda yan. Padamihin mo pa. Magkasama tayo. Tayo ang nagsimula. Tuloy-tuloy lang. Boom.
Mga katribu, tara na't makiisa at matuto sa mga public service programs hatid ng Kalingang Katribu. Tuwing Lunes, nandyan ang usapang business na magbibigay tips at inspirasyon sa mga aspiring entrepreneurs kasama sina Comfy Manalo at Vernon Velasco. Tuwing Miyerkules, usapang pangkalusugan naman ang tatalakayin ni Miss Cory Quirino sa Health and Wellness. At tuwing Biyernes naman, kung legal advice ang kailangan mo, sagot ka na ng Legal Diaries kasama si Elmer Navarro Manuel at mga guest lawyers. Lahat ng niya mapapanood tuwing alas 3:30 ng hapon sa Daily Tribune Facebook page at Tribune Now on YouTube. Chris Masaya, pagsama-sama.
Boto mo to, Halalan 2022, the Daily Tribune special coverage.
In other news, the health department said it sees no reason to raise the alert level system even with the detection of the Omicron variant in the country. Health Undersecretary Maria Rosario Vergeres said the agency is following certain metrics in lowering or raising the alert level system in an area. At present, all areas in the Philippines are under alert level 2. The Philippines said Wednesday it detected its first 2 cases of Omicron variant from international travelers from Japan and Nigeria. Despite this, Vergeres said the DOH cannot say for certain that the National Capital Region or other provinces will not experience an increase in cases, and amid fears that the variant may lower the effectiveness of COVID-19 vaccines, she stressed that this can still offer protection to the public. State Weather Bureau Pag-asa announced on Thursday that tropical cyclone wind signal number 4 was raised over 8 areas in Visayas and Mindanao as Typhoon Odette maintained its strength and made its third landfall in southern Leyte. Pag-asa said the center of the eye of Odette was located in the vicinity of Liloan, southern Leyte, with maximum sustained winds of 195 kilometers per hour near the center, gustiness of up to 270 kilometers per hour, and central pressure of 915 HPA. It is a moving westward at 30 kilometers per hour. The Weather Bureau hoisted TCW's number 4 over southern Leyte, the southwestern portion of Leyte, Bohol, the central and southern portions of Cebu, the central and southern portions of Negros Oriental, the central and southern portions of Negros Occidental, the Dagat Islands, Surigao del Norte, including Siargao and Bugas Grande Islands. On Friday morning to Saturday morning, Pag-asa said heavy to intense with, at times, torrential rains will be experienced over central Visayas, western Visayas, and Palawan, including Calamian Islands, Cuyo, and Cagayancillo Islands, while moderate to heavy with, at times, intense rains will prevail over Bicol Region, Zamboanga Peninsula, Quezon, Occidental Mindoro, Oriental Mindoro, Romblon, Marinduque, Lanao del Norte, Lanao del Sur, and the rest of Visayas. And in business, the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas has decided to end the year with the key policy rates unchanged, even as it expects inflation to be above the government target for this year and the next. BSP Governor Benjamin Diokno on Thursday said the central bank's monetary board decided to maintain policy rates. The overnight reverse repurchase facility at 2.0%, the overnight deposit facility at 1.5%, and the overnight lending facility at 2.5%. Diokno noted that the latest baseline forecast for this year and the next remains slightly higher, with the central bank now expecting inflation to clock in at 4.4% this year, higher than the 4.3% it earlier forecasted. The BSP also hiked its inflation expectations for 2022 to 3.4%, faster than the initially expected 3.3%. The 2023 outlook was maintained at 3.2%. This is also higher than the government's inflation target of 3% to 1%, which was affirmed by the Development Budget Coordination Committee this week. That wraps up the stories tonight. We would like to thank the SM Store, Araneta City, Mary Kay, Department of Tourism and Overseas Community Affairs Council member Alan Lin of the Republic of China for their continued support. And before we go, it's 9 days before Christmas. Again, this is Miguel Palatagonon, and you're watching Tribune News on Q. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay at home. Good night, and God bless us all.
Christmas saya, pagsama-sama. Magandang araw mga katribu! Narito na ang mga makakasama nyo tuwing umaga sa programang Gising Na. Roy Pelevelo, Comfy Manalo, Atty. Lia Badillo Crisostomo, Vernon Velasco, Kim Sancha at Chirk Balagtas. Abangan ang programang Gising Na mula alas 8 hanggang alas 9 ng umaga sa Facebook page ng Daily Tribune.
Ilabas na ang mainit na kape at samahan kami sa inyong pag-almusal, mga katribo.
Sama-sama natin alamin ang mga natatagong istorya sa mga latest na kaganapan sa loob at labas ng bansa.
Simulan natin ang bawat umaga with good vibes sa mga informative and recreational segments ng aming programa.
Maaari niyo rin ibahagi sa amin ang inyong opinion via Daily Tribune Facebook page at Tribune Now sa YouTube.
Makichika na rin sa latest showbiz happenings, mga katribo.
Kaya naman, magkita-kita po tayo mula Lunes hanggang Biyernes, alas 8 hanggang alas 9 ng umaga at magsama-sama po tayo sa
Gising Na!
Ngayong Lunes sa The Athletes Tribune Season 2. Diretsahang tanong.
Ano ba yung pagkakaiba tingin mo ng paglalaro mo with Phil Basket and MPBL? Anong difference niya sa paglalaro mo sa PBA?
Pakinggan ang makabuluhan at honest na sagot.
Mali ko talaga yun. Kumaga, as a player, hindi dapat inaturaran yung mga ganong attitude na kahit di ka gano'ng ginagamit, dapat nag-work hard ka pa rin. So,
Manood at mas kilalanin ang 2018 PBA Governors Cup Champion at MPBL San Juan Knights Captain, Alvin Abundo, December 20, Monday at 7 p.m. sa all-new season ng The Athletes Tribune. Ang Daily Tribune may digital shows na din. Dahil sa mas lumalaki at mas lumalakas nating tribu, handog sa inyo ng Daily Tribune ang mga programang magbibigay buhay araw-araw. Be informed at mag-good vibes tuwing umaga sa programang Gising Na. Be updated sa news and happenings sa Tribune News on Q. Mas kilalanin pa natin ang mga paborito nyong atleta sa programang The Athletes Tribune. Alamin ang latest entertainment sa programang What's Up. Ma-inspire sa mga kwentong hatid ng Perfect. Search lang ang Daily Tribune sa inyong Facebook at Tribune Now on YouTube. See you there, mga katribu!
Botomoto Halalan 2022, the Daily Tribune special coverage.
Catch the latest news on our website, tribune.net.ph. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Tribune Now. Download the Daily Tribune app on Apple Store for iOS and Google Play for Android to get the latest and most comprehensive news online. Daily Tribune invites you to join its Viber community, Katribu, to get updates on the hottest news on politics, business, sports, lifestyle, and entertainment. Emoticons of the Tribune mascot Tercito are available on our community Viber.
Christmas saya, pagsama-sama.